Sometimes even I can forget what I'm doing while I'm doing it, but realizing that itself is being mindful of the present moment. Today, we are having another mindful session to practice staying mindful in the present moment. We all welcome the Tammukusala Thero for today's program, and I welcome my friends too. If there are any new friends, I gladly welcome them too. Before starting today's session, I would like to give a brief overview of last week's program. Beginning of the session, Simon Announcer discussed a meme, me checking my emails while I'm on my vacation, to mindfulness. Then we did mindful walking and sitting for about 10 minutes, discussed our reports, and shared our homework with the group. Ultimately, we had some fun, mad libs, and concluded the program. Now I would respectfully invite Tammukusala Thero to start the program.
Thanks, Laviru. Hello, everyone. So I can see a lot of kids are there joining this week. So it's happy to be here. We are starting another session. And it would be really nice if all of you can show your nice faces. Yes? That way all of us can see that you are there. We can see how you do the walking, how you do the sitting practice, right? So that way, let's try to join with video. And when you join with video, we can see that you're active and participating. Yes, very nice. Thank you. Now, this week, we are going to discuss another idea that is related to mindfulness. And I'm sure you have seen the weekly poster, right? This is the one. Yes. So, what is the idea here? What do you see? What do you understand in the text? Anyone, any thoughts? All of you can try. It's not going to be a difficult task. You can see a picture, you can see some words. So, based on that, you can give your own thought idea. You can see we have Lokesh. Yes. Lokesh, what's your thought? Laviru, you might have to allow him to unmute.
Avasaraya Swaminathan, it looks like he doesn't know what he's doing and he's just walking around.
Okay, it looks like he's lost. That's Lokesh's idea. Any other thoughts? What do you see in the text? Yetuli.
It's like he forgets what he's doing something while he's doing it. That means like he's not mindful enough to like remember what he's doing while he's doing it. Like he forgets what he's doing while he's doing it.
Yes, very true. He is very unmindful. Yes. And even while doing something, he forgets it. Not after doing, not after completing, but even while he's doing it, he forgets. So it feels like he has fragile mindfulness, weak mindfulness. Any other thoughts? Sehara Vinet, good to see you after a long time. You had some thoughts, right?
I was also gonna say that he's not mindful because he forgets what he's doing while he's doing it, and he can't focus on what he's doing at the present moment.
Yes, so it appears like he loses his mindfulness very quickly. Not mindful. Yes. Any other thoughts, ideas? Anyone else? Come on, you can see the picture. You can add your own thoughts. Who else would like to add something? Tiana, you have anything? No? Anyone else? What else? How about the first sentence? What do you see in the first sentence? Tiana, yes.
He's not being very mindful.
Yes, he's not being very mindful. But what do you get from the first sentence? Tiana, you have any idea? The very
No,
first
Tony, answer.
Okay, yes. Seems like Sahara Vinit. They have an idea about the first sentence.
He thinks that it's a good thing not being mindful because they not to brag.
Yes, he thinks it's a good thing, not to brag. Yes.
Yeah.
So, in a way, he's bragging about it. Yes, being unmindful, he's bragging about it. Any other thoughts, ideas? Anyone else? I can see if some of you just joined. So I would ask you to go through the quote and the picture and come up with your own thoughts, ideas. What's the meaning behind this? What is he trying to say? We have a lot of kids here today, so you might have various ideas, thoughts. Feel free to add them. Yes, I can see Laviru. Yes, Laviru.
Swaminanza, I think he is, he's a lot forgetful and like he thinks that it's a good thing.
Yes. So what does it mean?
He's happy about it.
Yes, he's happy about it, Right. Okay, so you can see that he says that he is forgetful. Yes, but he present it in a way that he is happy about it. He is bragging about it. Yes, you can see that, right? So, what does this mean? We'll ask from probably like Kinitya auntie, Arunya auntie. Any thoughts on this one?
Sarai Bante, I also, just like the meme, I didn't have any thoughts about it. Sometimes if you are not so serious about what you are doing, actually I think it happens to us also. In the middle of you doing something, you suddenly forget it. So here, as the discussion was going on, he's quite happy and proud of it. That's about it, yeah.
Yeah. Any other thoughts? Anyone else? No, it seems. Okay, right. So the first part is, he's happy, he's bragging about it, right? So it allows us to laugh at his mistake, right? So in a way, as Kiniti auntie mentioned, all of us, we make mistakes, right? We forget to be mindful, and sometimes even while doing something, we forget it. We become unmindful. That happens to all of us, right? Although we try to practice mindfulness, although we talk about mindfulness, although we encourage being mindful, sometimes this happens. Probably like, today's breakfast or lunch. This happened, right? You forgot what you were doing while doing it, right? Maybe you were watching TV or watching something else, right? And you forgot about the meal. You forgot about the lunch. You forgot about the breakfast, right? So this is very common. This happens. Although we gather here for our SatiPasala every week, although we practice mindfulness for years, sometimes it is natural that we become unmindful, right? So that's the part that you can see on the bottom of the picture, right? But he's bragging about it. That's the tricky thing, that it's difficult to understand that part. But in a way, we can laugh at our own mistakes and continue. It is human, it is natural that we become unmindful. It is natural that sometimes mistakes happen. So, in a way, he is chill about it, right? He laughs at his own mistake. He's bragging about it. He's saying it as a good thing, which will allow other people to laugh at his mistake, right? Even we were confused why he was bragging about this, right? So the idea is simply, it is natural that we make mistakes. It is human. We all are human. So mistakes are part of humanity, right? But although you make mistakes, you shouldn't worry about them too much. Once again, you can correct yourself and you can laugh at your own mistake and move on. It is important. That's what we practice as mindfulness, Time after time, we get unmindful. We get carried away with thoughts, various other objects. But we simply realize it. Once again, we can be mindful. You don't have to worry about your mistakes too much. If you start worrying about your mistakes too much, then it's not good. Even if your parents are too strict on your mistakes, then it's not good. Sometimes mistakes happen, and they are part of life. They are part of us being human, right? So what can you do? You can simply laugh at your own mistake and move on. That's a very idea. See the dog, he is very jolly good, he's happy. He doesn't care, right? So that way we have to sometimes forget our mistakes, laugh at our own mistakes, and simply move on. That is important. Otherwise, it'll be a difficult life if you can't let go of your mistakes. If you can't accept your mistakes, it's going to be a difficult life, right? So, can you suggest any situations where we can do this? Can you put your situation into this sentence? You can start by saying not to brag or anything. And you can edit the below part, the lower part, according to your mistake. You get the idea? You can start with saying not to brag or anything, and you can add one of your mistakes to the bottom part. I can see Etuli is ready. Yes.
Not to brag or anything, but sometimes when I enter the room to get something or do a task, I forget what I was doing and leave the room.
Yes. Very good. Yes. That happens. And it's okay. You know that you are forgetful, and that's okay. Yes. Anyone else? Come on. You can take your own chance. Any other ideas? Any other mistakes that you do? Probably, getting lower marks in an exam. Probably a friend is not really friendly anymore. Any other ideas, thoughts? Who else? Come on, you can create your own sentence. Probably we'll ask Kiniti auntie because she said she had some mistakes. Yes.
Yeah. Um, Not to brag or anything, but I can mix up my toothpaste instead of another wash and try to put it. So that's a long one, but yeah, so mix up things.
Yes, so those things happen. Maybe Arunya auntie can add another one.
Vasudhai Brante. Hello, everyone. This often happens with me. Often, very often happens with me. Not to brag or anything, but I can. Not I can. I always forget that I'm doing yoga while doing it, and go into a dream world. And I think of all the things because that time is so relaxing. So I think of all the things what I have to do next day and what I missed, and then my fantasies, everything comes in while I'm doing yoga. So I can relate this to that.
Yes, so you are supposed to be mindful of your body while doing yoga, but this happens. Yes, Laviru?
Not to brag or anything, but sometimes my friend won't hang out with me every holiday.
Okay, yes. Friends do that.
Yeah,
And no, if you
because
take
they're
it too
busy.
seriously, then
Yeah.
it's going to be trouble. Instead, you laugh at it and you find a new friend. Yes, yes. Any other thoughts? Anyone else? Come on. Who else? You have to come up with your own sentence. You can use the first part. Lokesh, yes. All of you wanna go? Lokesh, yeah?
I'll say someone say, not to brag or anything, but when I wear my swimming trunk, I wear my short instead.
Okay, yes. That's a nice mistake, yes. Yes. Rasit. Risit, yes. Not to brag or anything, but I mispronounce your names often.
Not to brag or anything, but sometimes when I go to my room to get something, I forget it instantly and start searching for it, and then I forget what I'm searching for.
Yes, that happens. Yes. Anyone else? Any other thoughts? Olu, you have something? Maybe Olu can go next after Sehara Vinit.
Not to brag or anything, but sometimes I think I've lost something and I'm holding it in my hand.
Yes, probably your glasses in your forehead, that happens. Yes, while holding it, you are searching. It's a nice mistake. It has happened to me as well. Yes. Tiana?
Not to brag or anything, but when I have gone to the shops to get something, I have forgotten what I was going to get.
Yes. So you buy something else and come home. Then only
Yes.
you remember what you originally wanted. Yes. Olu, yes. Thank you for coming up with an idea.
Not to brag or anything, but I act like I'm listening to a teacher, but I actually not.
Your sound was very faint. Can you speak a bit louder? Now it's not even working like before. Something with the device, it seems. Laviru, did you get all those message?
No, sir. I heard the beginning part, but not the end.
Without even hearing that part, you can figure out, no? Yes. Yes.
No, the first time it was clearer than the second time.
Yeah, that's true. Yes. Devin.
Devin, you can unmute now.
Can you hear? Once when sometimes I call my mom dad and dad mom.
That's something nice to brag about. Yes. Yes. Sanhita, yes. Sanhita, we have many hands now. Now you are warming up.
Not to brag or anything, but when I knew my test marks, then when I came home, I forgot my test marks.
Yes, maybe it's when it's lower, when the marks are lower, you become extra forgetful, right? Is that the case?
Yes.
Okay, yes. We have two yet to list.
When when I go to someone, I'm about to tell them something, but then I forget it.
Okay, you wanted to tell something, but you forgot. Yes, that happens to me as well sometimes. I start a sentence trying to tell something, but I forget it in the mid sentence. Yes. Then the other Yetuli?
You can unmute now.
Sometimes when I'm doing like cleaning something, like arranging the bookcase, while I'm just arranging it, I sometimes like forget what I'm doing and leave it and then do something else.
Yes, that's also common. Yes. You do one task and in the meantime you go start another thing. You become forgetful. Sahara, Vinet.
Not to brag or anything, but sometimes I forget to practice my piano.
Okay, yes. Sanghita seems to have another idea. Now you are coming up with so many ideas. Sanghita, Lokesh, yes.
Not to brag or anything, but when we're going to play piano,
Okay, I didn't hear it properly, but I think others heard. Then Lokesh.
When I'm arranging my bookshelf, when I find an interesting book, I forget what I'm doing and start to read it, which I haven't read for a long time.
Okay, yes, you forget the initial task and you start doing something else. Yes, Ovindu. Yes. Not to brag or anything, you forgot what you wanted to say. Is that the sentence? Okay, Sahara, Vinet.
Not to brag or anything, but sometimes I fall asleep while doing my homework.
That's a good one, yes. Yes. That happens. Tiana.
Not to brag or anything, I just forgot what I was going to say.
Yes, that happens. Even that happens to Avindu. Yes, now you can see all of us are human, right? Never ending mistakes you have. Like, I think 10 or 10, 15 mistakes you added. Uh, we took some time. That's okay. We can see how all of us are human. Even Samanthi auntie is here with another mistake.
එහෙමයි ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ. I'm trying to leave home every day to school 10 minutes before.
You have to
Now
go
I'm
with that
going.
format. You have to go with this format, not to brag or
Ah,
anything. Yes.
oh, sorry. Not to brag or anything. I try to go earlier 10 minutes before, but I'm every day going at the same time. I'm leaving at the same time. I'm not late, but I'm unable to go earlier 10 minutes at least.
Yes. So you always want to go earlier, but end up leaving the same time. Yes,
Same
that
time.
happens. Yeah. Right. So you can see all of us, we make mistakes and it's okay. It's human. Be like this dog. He's simply laughing at his own mistake and moving on. Right? That art you have to learn. Otherwise, it's going to be a difficult life ahead. Right? So it's okay to have mistakes. We can learn from them and we simply move on. Yes, that's the idea. And next, we are going to practice mindful walking. Maybe we can do like 10 minutes each today because we ran out of time. 30. Yeah, probably like 10, 12 minutes of mindful walking. So I think there are some new kids here. So I'll give you some guidance about the walking. What are we going to do? We are going to select some space where we can walk back and forth. Make sure that there are no obstacles in the selected space. And when you select that space, when you decide, you start walking. You walk back and forth, and while walking, you try to feel your feet. You can feel the texture, temperature of the ground, right? So we try to be mindful of our steps during the walking time. But not to brag or anything, we often forget our feet and we go to some other objects. We start thinking thoughts, we start watching surrounding sights, we start listening to certain sounds. That happens. But you can catch that mistake and once again remember your feet. Repetitively, our attention goes to other things, but that's okay. We can catch it and we can once again remember our feet, right? So feel the feet. That's the mantra for the mindful walking. All of us, we can go join a walking session. You can keep your videos on if you like. And when you hear the bell, you can return to your seats. Okay, everyone. So that was our time to do mindful walking today. Next, you come to your seat. Make sure that you are seated in a balanced, comfortable manner. Then you can gently close your eyes. Feel the breathing in your body. Notice how the breath goes in. Notice how it comes out. This way, we try to be mindful of our breath. But sometimes we forget the breathing. Our attention goes to various thoughts. We start hearing sounds. Sometimes we feel sleepy. These things take our attention. It's okay. It's natural. But you always have the ability to notice it and once again return your attention to the breathing. Once again, you can feel how the breath goes in. You can feel how the breath comes out. This way, no matter how many times our attention goes to other things, we bring it back and we feel the breathing. Let's continue for a few more minutes. Yes, now you can open your eyes again. That's our time to do mindful walking and sitting today. Next, we are going to write our mindful experience. For this, you can take your journals and you can start writing about today's mindful experience. Put today's date and start writing about mindful walking and sitting. If anyone is new here, you simply have to write your own experience in your own words. For example, in the mindful walking, did you feel the steps? Were you able to be mindful for many steps? That way you can write. Then in the sitting, did you feel the breathing? Were you able to be mindful for many breaths? So we are going to take about 10 minutes to write today's report. I can see some of you are already done. We'll take few more minutes. When you are done, you can use the Zoom hand to show that you are done. Okay, we'll get started on the reports. Laviru, I hope you can manage both. You can multitask. And it's Sanghita for the first time.
Sanhita, you can unmute now.
Mindful walking. When I was doing mindful walking, I felt my steps. I felt that the floor was hot and rough. The attention was on the feet, and I walked over 600 steps. And when the bell rang, I sat on my chair. Mindful sitting. When I was doing mindful sitting, I was peaceful and calm. In the inhaling and exhaling, I kept my attention to the inhaling and exhaling. The inhaling was cold, but exhaling was hot. And when the bell rang, I opened my eyes. End of the report, Mindfulness.
Yes, so Sanghita, good report. Now, not only you, even we can feel that you are sitting and walking, they were mindful enough. Right? So that's how we can communicate. When you say the details of the steps, when you observe the details of the breath, that is a sign that you are mindful. So good progress. Keep at it.
Devin, you can unmute now.
When I was doing my mindful walking, I felt the smooth and soft carpet. It was relaxing, and when the bell rang, I went to sit down. When I was doing mindful sitting, I felt the air coming in and out. It was refreshing and calming.
The end. Devin?
Finished.
Okay, yes. Yes. That's a good start. You know where to keep your attention in the walking and sitting. we would encourage you to make it a habit to practice mindfulness every day. Few minutes of mindful sitting every day, few minutes of mindful walking every day. That way, if you do, your mindfulness will grow much faster. Try and see.
Olu, you can unmute.
Mindful walking. As I was outside, I could hear the car. I also could feel my heels pressing against my shoes, and then my toes pressed against it. I couldn't feel the middle part of my foot. When I was walking, it was also a bit cold outside, so I had to cut it the mindful walking short. Mindful sitting. I sit in and out while I heard a bunch of voices. I got an itchy sensation on my chin, but I observed it and it went away. I also kept on thinking of what I'll do in the next week, but I keep on reminding myself to focus, and in the end, that's it. That's my mindful report.
Yes. So, do you see signs of spring over there?
Yeah,
Yes. Yes. So it's getting warmer, and that means you can do more and more walking outside. Right? Not indoors, but you can go outdoors and simply enjoy the nature while walking. Right? So that way, it's good to feel the nature, be outside, and those things help us to be even more present. Yes, being in nature, it helps us to be present, be more mindful. Those tricks can help. Since you know mindful walking and sitting, I would encourage you to be mindful in your daily life, especially being in nature, doing certain activities, walking outside, maybe gardening, whatever the things that you enjoy, you can try them with mindfulness. Try and see all.
Tiana, you can unmute.
Today, mindful walking. Today, my mindful walking felt very calming. I felt most of my steps, but my dog kept dragging my attention away. My heel touched the wooden rough surface before all of my toes did. I could feel my feet pressing against the floor. Mindful sitting. Today, my mindful sitting was very relaxing. It was so relaxing that I nearly fell asleep. After I felt my breath exhaling and inhaling. My family kept disturbing me, but I managed to redirect my focus onto my feet again. That's my mindful report.
Yes, very good. Your family and your dog, they are distracted, but that's okay. You are mindful. Don't get distracted by them. That's the very idea. So let them do whatever. But when you are mindful, you shouldn't get distracted by them. And when you develop that quality, even the dog will feel the mindfulness. Even your family members will feel the mindfulness. So they too will start to be a bit mindful because of your practice. When they see you are practicing mindfulness, in a way, it spreads to outside. Right? It will take some time, but eventually your family members, even your dog, will get the idea. Yes? So keep your practice and let them feel it.
Yeturi, you can unmute.
Mindful walking. I was walking mindfully keeping my steps right, and feeling the texture of the floor. And then a thought came up to me about the dog we were discussing earlier who forgot things that he was doing right now. And then I remembered that I was not being mindful and was just like the dog and regained my mindfulness. Mindful sitting. During mindful sitting, I had many thoughts and I was sitting quite uncomfortably, and I changed my way I was sitting. And then I heard this noise of something, and then regained my mindfulness. Thank you.
Yes, no matter how many times you become unmindful, just like the dog, you can regain your mindfulness. That's the very idea. That's how we can improve our practice. If we start worrying about the unmindful moments, it won't help. Right? So remember that dog, and like that dog, whatever the mistakes you make, you can correct them. When you're unmindful, you can once again become mindful. Right? So that way we will continue our practice.
Lokeshwara again.
Mindful walking. I felt my feet touching the floor. I was able to be mindful. I felt very relaxed. I found myself very light. Mindful sitting. I felt my breath going in and out. For a moment, I felt sleep. My mind went into some other thoughts, but I brought it back to mindful sitting. I was able to be mindful.
Yes, you feel relaxed, you feel light, you almost fall asleep. These are signs of relaxation. Your mind is calm. As a result, you feel this. You feel light. You feel sleepy. Even Tiana mentioned about almost falling asleep. That's because your mind is so relaxed, right? So that shows us that mindfulness works. If you like a relaxed mind, if you like to be calm, if you like to be light, then the key is mindfulness. So remember that key. Whenever you need that calm, whenever you need that relaxation, you can be mindful and get it. If you can remember that from an early age, it can help you throughout your lifetime.
Sharon, you can.
Mindful walking. I did 7 to 14 steps per direction today. The carpet was very hot because it is summer here. I felt very tired while doing this. The bell rang and I went back to my chair. Mindful sitting. I had a good rest for this, but I stayed awake. I found it hard to get up after this though, even though I didn't go to sleep. It was very hot because I was wearing my hot pajamas. The bell rang and I opened my eyes. Mindful sitting. I was too tired to do walking today, so instead I did a double session of mindful sitting. I felt very tired. I did not fall asleep, but my mind went into a state where I became unaware of my surroundings. I breathed in for 3 seconds, held it for 2 seconds, and exhaled for 3 seconds. When the bell went, I opened my eyes slowly. I focused on my sitting.
Yes, welcome back. Good to have you after a break.
Thank you.
And we are glad that you haven't forgotten mindfulness. Although you were on a break, you didn't forget it. So that's a good sign. Let's continue in the fresh air and develop our mindfulness further.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Rishit, you can unmute.
Mindful walking. When I started, my breath felt released, like some block had released away. I started with my right foot and continued. In the process, I noticed my breath had gotten a mixture of cold and heat. I walked 120 steps when the bell rang. Mindful sitting. When I started, I immediately noticed that my body weight was pressed on my back. My breath felt same as mindful walking, the same mixture of heat and cold. Then I concentrated on my breath. My palms were sweaty, which irritated me. Then I redirected my focus to the breath when the bell rang, and I walked 126 steps in total. Thank you.
The second part, 126 breaths, is it?
No, 126 steps.
Then how about the breaths?
I didn't count the breaths.
Okay, right. Yes, so probably around the same number, even around 120 breaths, you were able to be mindful. Yes, so that's a good count, right? 120 steps, 120 breaths. If you can every day be mindful, then that's how you can grow. Every day, Risit, we are walking probably like 8,000 steps. Starting from the early morning, you go to the washroom, you go to your kitchen, you walk to school. All those things counted probably like 8,000 steps every day. And in your body, it's said that around 22,000 breaths appear every day. Right? So you have much larger number which you can catch mindfully. So try to catch at least like 100, 200 steps every day. Try to catch few hundred breaths every day. That way you can really grow your mindfulness little by little. So remember the steps. Every day try to catch few hundred steps. Every day try to catch few hundred breaths. That's how you can grow.
Shana, you can unmute now.
Mindful walking. When I was mindful walking, I took my right leg front, then I took my left leg front. I did it all over again. I walked about 198 steps. I heard the birds singing. It was kinda hard to be mindful, but I tried to be mindful. I accidentally stepped on a paintbrush on the floor. Then I picked it up and kept it on the table and started doing mindful walking again. Then, from few minutes, my leg starts to hurt. I thought it's okay if it only hurt very bad. I'll sit down and have a rest and start again. And then it hurt really bad, so I had a rest. And then I again did mindful walking. Then, when the bell rang, I got steady for mindful sitting. Mindful sitting. Today, I sat on the floor. I exhaled and inhaled. But I did not count the breath. But I stayed mindful. Then I had a thought. What will we do to today's activity? Then I got mindful.
and then something fell from my table. I thought it was the bell, so I stood up. And then I noticed it was something else. So I started doing mindful sitting. I heard the cars and the vehicles. It was also annoying, but I tried to be mindful. I also felt a little sleepy, but I ignored it. When the bell rang, I returned to my seat and got ready to write the experience, experience. Thank you.
Yes, very good. It's nice that you sat on the floor. That way we can adjust our sitting posture. Yes, so everyone, if you can simply sit on the floor for the mindful sitting, it would be very nice. Some time back, we even did an activity about the ways that you can sit, right? Half lotus, then hero pose. Those are good ways to sit on the floor. And as Senaya did, you can also try, probably next time, we can remind ourselves to sit on the floor and do the sitting part. That's one thing I wanted to mention. Then the other thing is that the bird songs. It felt annoying to you, that's true. But sometime you can simply listen to the bird songs mindfully. Maybe when the birds are singing, you can practice that. Some other time you can do that, right? When the birds are singing, close your eyes, simply listen to those songs. You can mindfully listen to them. There's this foreigner here from France, and he was saying all the birds in Nisarana, they are singing in French language, right? He could deduct the meaning of the bird songs because they were singing in French, right? So unfortunately, we don't know French, so we couldn't figure it out. But this person figured it out. This is how the birds are singing. Right? So Senaya, you can also listen to bird songs mindfully. Don't try to figure out the language. Instead, simply listen. Notice how they are coming and going, how the pitch is increasing. Even the vehicle noises, you can listen to them mindfully. Try that in the coming week and see. You have a question or something? You understood what to do?
Yeah. No,
Yes.
like the bird was not actually singing, it was just the crow.
Okay, then
It
probably
was just like screaming.
yes, we don't know the language, no? That's why.
Yeah.
Probably was not French. If it is a crow, it might not be French,
It
but
might be a Sri Lankan one too.
Sri Lankan one, yes.
Anyways, in that vehicle, the cars were going too fast and then sometimes they horned. That's why
Yes.
it was annoying.
When you listen mindfully, you can notice which directions the cars are coming.
Okay.
And you can see how it is passing you, then goes to the other direction. Right? So mindfully, you can listen how the vehicles are moving. It's a very nice activity we can do in our daily life. When the vehicles are moving, you listen to it. You can hear it's coming far away with a faint noise. Then, little by little, it's getting louder and passes you, going to the other
Yeah,
direction.
that's what
Yeah.
happened to me.
Yes, that way you can try mindful listening to all the surrounding sounds. It's a good activity. Try and see.
Okay. I'll try next week.
Yes, you can
And
tell us.
let
You can
and
tell us
let
your progress.
and let you know.
Yes, good. Yes. Laviru, your chance.
Mindful walking. I felt that my hands touched each other. I felt how the floor was soft and how my arch of my feet touched the floor. Not to brag or anything, but when I reached to take the chocolate, I spilled the coffee and had to clean it till the mindful walking session finished. I felt how the sponge was wet since it has absorbed some of the coffee. I felt how the coffee flowed through my fingers when I squashed it. I felt how my blood rushed to my head and I was bent. I felt how I moved my hand uh, to absorb coffee from the floor. I heard the bell ring loudly. Mindful sitting. I felt how the pulse through the veins. I felt the pulse through the veins in my head. I felt how my forearms were on the chair arms. I felt that my hands were on my lap and touched each other. I felt that my back was rested on the chair. I felt that thoughts came and went. I felt how the air I breathed in touched the walls of my nostrils. I felt how the air I breathed out touched the edges of my nostrils and the upper lip. I heard the bell ring 3 times, and when I opened my eyes, I felt that some tears has fallen in the corner of my eye, so I wiped it away. And the reports on.
Yes, not to brag or anything, but it seems like Laviru is not good at multitasking. Yes. So you can try multitasking actually. You have been practicing for a long time. So try to see how you can do many things at once, how attention can understand many things at once. It's not like focusing on a single object, but instead you simply be aware of all things, all your surroundings, right? Then what happens? You can see how the attention is moving from one object to the other. Sounds, bodily feelings, thoughts, then past events, future events, then once again, as bodily feeling, another sound, right? So that way the attention is moving here and there. You are simply aware. That's the seed of multitasking. You have a general awareness, and time to time you give attention to a certain object. Right? You notice a sound. Once again, you have a general awareness. Once again, you go to a thought, general awareness. Breath, general awareness. That way, you can be aware of the whole situation, and that could be a source of multitasking. So try to see how we have to do many things sometimes. You can't do one thing at a time all the time, right? Sometimes you have to do many things, and that skill is different, but you can practice it. Next time, Laviru will be like Kataragama Deyo with all the different hands and heads doing multiple things at once.
So I do multitasking a lot too because I have to do editing, and then when I'm like studying, I sometimes put some music and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm used to it.
Yes. As long as you can manage, that's fine. And
Yes.
a person who is doing multitasking all the time, we encourage them to do a single task as well, like focusing on the breath all the time. Yeah, it's a balancing act. You sometimes focus on a single thing, you sometimes focus on all the things, multitasking. Try different ways and see. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, that's the end of our long discussion. Today, I think we had probably like 10, 12 reports. It's good. You are interested, and there are many kids here. And next, I think Kiniti auntie appeared.
It will.
Ramanand's,
Yeah.
Kinti auntie, you can speak.
Yes, it will be the activity Bante. No homework, but last week we had a hilarious activity. Pansilu made us laugh hard, but no homework, so we can go to the activity directly.
Okay, right.
I kindly invite Arunya auntie for today's activity.
Thank you, Laviru. So, not to brag or anything, we'll test our ability to multitasking today. It's a challenging thing, right? Okay, so I directly will go into the activity. I will quickly explain to save the time. I will quickly explain what we all have to do, right? So we are a group here. You all have to pay your attention and memorize. So don't write anything. You only have to memorize. So the rule is you cannot write anything and trick us. So don't trick by writing anything. You only have to memorize and see how much at the end. It's like Kiriti. It's like that. Chinese whisper. We start with something and then at the end of the circle, we end up with something totally different to what we have begun. So it will end up in something like that until and unless we keep our attention on what we have started at the beginning. I'm sorry about this barking. Hold on.
I too have something to add. So, like Aruni auntie was saying, the game here, what you need to try and do is not to change the things. So now in the Chinese whisper, the idea of the game would be to, it'll come into a different one, but here you have to remember the right things and the change should go on like that. So yeah, Aruni auntie will explain the rest. You're muted. You are muted. We can't hear. Can you hear me? Aruni, we can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. So that's what I added that phrase, Kiriti. If we do not put our attention to our original point, then we would end up something similar to the Chinese whisper at the end of the activity, right? So very simple things you have to remember. You have to remember what the first person is saying, and then you have to carry on the tail. You cannot break the tail also. It's one tail. Okay, you cannot bring in the things which are not relevant to the tail. You have to continue the tail by adding which is suitable to the next. What would happen next? What would happen next? So it's predicting and adding what would happen next. So you have to carry on the tail from the first person to the last, but you have to synchronize. You have to have a connection to all what we are talking. So that's a challenge here, right? So for example, let's say Kiriti auntie went to the grocery and bought blank. Okay, Laviru, this is an example. Okay, I'm showing it. Laviru, what would you add to that?
She bought some biscuits.
Not she. Kiniti auntie went to the grocery and she bought
Biscuits.
biscuits. So now, Kiniti auntie went to the grocery and she bought biscuits. Dash. So who would take the dash? Who would fill up the dash next time? Then you have to add something. Then the third person has to remember the entire sentence and add to it. Like that it goes on. You're getting me? Right? Okay. Kiriti, am I clear?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I think Yetuli had raised the hand, I think twice. You have a question, Dua? Is it Yetuli or Metuli?
Yetuli.
Yetuli. Okay. No, okay. I think her doubt would have been clarified. Yes.
Right. Anybody who's not clear of the game, it's very simple.
And
It's
also,
very,
I
very
think
simple.
we have to add, since we have to remember like a chain, so first it would be Kiniti auntie went to the shop and Laviru says, and bought biscuits. Then Risit
Bought
would
biscuits.
say, Kiniti auntie went to the shop, bought biscuits and socks. And then again, Senaya would say, Kiniti auntie went to the shop and bought biscuits, socks, and apples. Right? So the person next needs to start from the beginning and continue. So that's the memory game. So try to describe your object a bit, right? So then
Yes.
it will be easier for the people to remember.
Yes.
So red
like
apple.
you can add adjectives, right? For example, Kiriti auntie went to the grocery and bought 5 apples. Or you can say 5 red apples. You describe the object a bit so that it gets stuck in your memory, and it creates a sense of tale, storytelling. You're getting me? Yeah. Very few faces I can see.
Can you
Okay,
see
so
them
shall
now?
we begin? Yeah, we'll begin.
Aruni, for to clarify one thing, we are just adding one thing to the previous list and continue,
Yes,
right?
we are adding one thing to the original sentence.
Okay.
The sentence shouldn't be changed. Kiniti auntie went to the grocery and dash.
Yes.
So I'm adding, okay, Kiniti auntie went to the grocery and bought 5 red apples. Okay, suppose you are the next and you would say Kiniti auntie went to the grocery and bought 5 red apples and then you would add your thing.
Yes. The next one should add my thing and another thing.
My thing, your thing, and his or her thing.
Yes. Okay.
So it's the challenge is that you have to remember the original part of the tale. That is the challenge of this game. Not to brag or anything. Let's see how far we can do that.
Auntie, does the sentence end and like a new sentence start?
No. No, this is one sentence continuing till the end. Okay, so the sentence is that one subject, Kiniti auntie, she is the one who's doing this. Kiniti auntie, now the story is like this. Kiniti auntie goes to the grocery and she starts buying things. So it's Kiniti auntie. You cannot add any other people into that. Kiniti auntie went to the grocery and bought 5 red apples. And Samanthi, what would you add?
Ginger biscuits.
And biscuits. So Kiniti auntie went to the grocery and bought 5 red apples and a packet of biscuits. Okay, then Laveri goes on saying, Kiniti auntie went to the grocery and bought 5 red apples and a packet of biscuit and something else. So try to describe what you are adding a bit. Like I described the apples, 5 red apples. For Samanthi, you can describe for the biscuit. What are the biscuits? Okay, chocolate biscuits. 1 packet of chocolate biscuit. Something. Okay, so try to describe using adjectives. Try to describe what you are adding so that it creates a lot of interest into the story. It brings color into the story. So, are we ready?
There's 2 more questions.
Yeah.
Yetuli, you can unmute now.
Imagine if the 20th person is saying something. So do we have to remember everything from the first person?
Obviously, you have to remember from A to Z. So the hardest part comes the latter part, the hardest challenge you will face. You have to remember. Don't worry, it will go on a rotation. Or one point at a time, you will have to face this challenge. It goes as a rotation. Okay, so don't be happy thinking, okay, I'm the first and I just said. You will become the last at the tail end in the next round. So it's like that. This is an ongoing tale. right?
Okay, so
Yeah, but you have to be honest. You cannot write anything. You cannot write and keep no papers, no pencils, paperless, no pencils, no pens, nothing in your hand, right? Okay. It's
Nothing.
only on your memory. Let's see how far we can remember, how much we can remember. It's a challenge. Let's begin.
shall I call out the names from the order that I see? I hope everyone is there and everyone should participate. Okay?
Yeah, open your camera so that
Now,
we can see each other.
you can unmute yourselves now. Do you have a question or are you raising hand to show that you are ready for the game? Ready for the game, okay? Right.
And are we putting a time limit for that, Kiriti? Are we omitting people if
Excuse
they
me.
keep quiet more than any number of seconds?
We'll see. We'll try to give them a chance. If they are really struggling, we'll go to the next person, yeah?
Yes, yes.
What
Okay.
do we
So
do
ready?
if we can't remember?
Sorry?
What do we do
What
if
if
we
we
can't
don't? What if we don't
remember?
remember?
Yeah.
That's what we are trying to remember. That's what we are trying to fix over here, right? So we be very mindful.
So
You can remember.
if the one before the last one can't remember, do we move on to the other one?
Let's see. Let's see when it comes. In case if you cannot remember certain part, let's see how you react to that. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so first is Yetuli.
So what's the sentence? Kiniti auntie.
You will
Kiniti
have to give the
auntie.
sentence. Give the starting.
Kiniti auntie went to the grocery and she bought.
A dictionary.
You have to say the whole sentence.
Kiniti auntie went to the grocery and brought a dictionary.
Not brought, bought. Bought. You're giving money and buy. Okay? Buy. Buy, bought. Okay. Kiniti auntie went to the grocery and bought a dictionary. Right?
Okay, so next one is Risit. You know what to do now, Risit, right? You have to unmute that.
Kiniti auntie went to the grocery store and buy a dictionary and a huge watermelon.
Next.
Sanhita.
Did I bought a dictionary and two bottles and
We did not hear that. Actually, I couldn't hear that. I did not hear the addition.
India and the grocery and bought a dictionary, huge bottle and materials.
I'm so sorry. I did not hear anything. Your voice is breaking a lot.
Red chair. Oh, what, Sanhita? Can you just tell the last one you added? Sorry. Can you type it in the chat, Puta, so that we hear? Okay, so next is Laviru, get ready, right? Sanhita, you can just put the new addition, okay, to the chat.
Okay. So others just recall the sentence while he's adding in the chat.
Maybe Laviru can be lucky and Laviru can do. After that, Sanhita's one can be added to Laviru's one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Laviru, you go on.
Kiniti auntie went to the grocery store and bought a dictionary a huge watermelon, and goat's milk.
Okay, who's next? Ovindu? Ovindu disappeared?
Okay, next is Olu.
Kirithiyati went to the grocery store and bought a dictionary, a watermelon, uh,
Right, we'll give the chance to Ovindu. Ovindu, go on.
Sorry. Timothy auntie went to the grocery store, bought a dictionary, a huge watermelon, goat's milk, and
We didn't hear the last one, Putta.
another Kennedy auntie.
What did you add? I still didn't hear.
Another Kennedy auntie.
Okay, right.
What is it?
Another Kiniti auntie, it seems. Okay, so they have to remember that.
All right. Okay. Okay. Sentence is going somewhere else now. Right. Who will go next? Who will take on next?
Sahara and Vinith. Next.
Kennedy auntie went grocery shopping and bought what's the first thing? What's the first thing? Oh, a dictionary, a huge watermelon, goat's milk, another Kennedy auntie, and a goldfish.
Okay.
Next is
Right.
Devin.
Next is?
Devin.
Kennedy auntie went shopping, bought dictionary, a huge watermelon, goat's milk, another Kennedy auntie, and I forgot.
Okay. Who would remember the last part and then addition to it? Yes.
Okay,
Who did not
Olu.
get the chance?
Olu raises the hand, so we will give the chance to Olu. Yes.
Kirithiyati bought a dictionary, a huge watermelon, a goat's milk, another Kirithiyati, a goldfish, and some tea bag.
Tea bag.
Tea bag. Okay.
Tea bag.
Next is Yetuli.
Kennedy auntie went to the grocery and brought a dictionary, a huge watermelon, goat's milk, another Kennedy auntie, and a goldfish, and a school bag.
Okay. Okay.
I think she said tea bag, Dua. Olu, you said tea bag, right? Yeah, tea bag.
Excuse me, can I have a turn?
Yes.
Sure, we'll give her the chance. Who is this? Saya?
Senaya.
Senaya. Okay. Right.
Kennedy auntie went to the grocery shop, bought a dictionary, then bought a big watermelon, then bought goat's milk, then bought another Kennedy auntie, then bought goldfish. I have no idea.
Okay. Who would take the next chance?
Actually, yeah, we are stuck at there, but last one, I think Yetuli didn't add her one. So we are
still at the tea bag.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, tea bag. And then can I add another one?
Yes, you have to add.
Then she bought and Oreo packet.
Oreo packet.
Okay. Who would go for next?
Okay. Yes, Tiana. Okay, 1 minute, Tiana. Does Vineth want to take a chance? Earlier, Sehara and Vineth raised the hand.
I think she forgot about the school bag.
School bag
There's
meant
no school bag. It's a tea bag.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah, she thought of it as the school bag, but the correct one is tea bag, remember, okay? Right. Vineth, do you want to take the chance or you're done? Next in line then is Lokeshwar.
Kiniti auntie went to the grocery store and bought a dictionary, a huge watermelon, goat's milk, another Kiniti auntie, a tea bag, an Oreo packet,
You missed one in between.
Doesn't matter. What is the addition?
and a sandwich.
Sandwich.
Okay, who would add next? Because we have to pack all these things and go somewhere, and we have to move on to the next part of the activity. Who has not added now?
Receipt.
Receipt.
Kiniti auntie went to the grocery store to buy a dictionary, a huge watermelon, goat's milk, a goldfish, a tea bag, another Kiniti auntie. I have no idea.
You also missed one thing. All right. Okay.
Two things.
Try to track what you missed.
Next is from the name Nagita Vijayasinghe. Who is there? Dua or Puta? If you can switch on video. Otherwise, just tell the list. It's your turn now.
The auntie went to the grocery and bought dictionary and huge watermelon and goat's milk and another Kirindi auntie and goldfish and tea bag, a Oreo packet and sandwich and yogurt.
Good.
Okay. Who's left?
Tenuli. Tenuli, you remember it all? Okay, your turn. I see like Tenuli
I
stuck.
think she's stuck here.
Yeah.
Did Tiana do the thing?
Tiana, did you take a turn, Dua? Tiana?
No.
Okay, it's your turn then.
Kiniti auntie went to the grocery store and bought a dictionary and a huge watermelon and the goat milk and another Kiniti auntie and the goldfish and tea bags and the Oreo packet and the sandwich and yogurt.
What is your addition?
And the dog.
Dog. Okay. All right. Now I want somebody to say all these things in one go with one full sentence, and we are going to pack all these things. Did anyone say anything?
Tiana, she wants to say it.
Do I say? Did someone talk?
Did someone speak? Anyone is speaking here? Okay, so
Arunyan,
now,
Tiana wants to say it, the whole thing.
Kennedy auntie went to the grocery store and bought a dictionary and a huge watermelon and the goat milk and another Kennedy auntie and a goldfish and a tea bag and an Oreo packet and a sandwich and yogurt and a dog.
very good, very good, very good. The memory power is in a high degree. So happy of that. Almost all of you gave a good try, except one or two who missed out few things from the list. Right. So now we have how many things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things, right? Almost 10 things. Right, we collected 10 things, and now we have twin of Kiniti auntie and her twin sister. They all are going on a picnic now, right? So suppose now they pack all these things, they are on a way to their camping. Now we are in the camping area. So now you unpack all these things. Now each of you have to do a dumb charade. You know what's a dumb charade? Okay, you don't speak. Imagine, okay, this is like this. What am I doing?
Yes, Yetuli, you can speak.
You're pouring something into a pot and stirring.
Yes, so that is you call dumb charade. You don't speak, instead you mimic and show what you are doing, right? So
like
the things that...
Is it like a mime?
Miming, yes. You are imitating. You are not, the voice is dumb. You act out and show what you are doing. So you have to pick some object from your camping kit. Now you have packed many things, right? You have to pick and then you have to show what you are doing with that, and the other person guesses. The same thing, the cycle goes round. The other person guesses what you are doing and naming it, plus the next person has to do something else, and the third person names the first one, the second one, and his own acting. Are you getting me?
So it's like what we did earlier. It was just a visualization thing. When somebody said, okay, goat's milk, we tried to remember it as goat's milk. This time, while telling, are we telling while doing? Are we telling the what they are doing as well? Giving the activity a name? Or so what like Aruna aunty said, this time you will be acting. Yes. And then the next one adds, does the previous one, adds one, and the third one will do the previous two acts plus their own one. So the same thing like
you
earlier.
can get up also. If you are not able to sit and act, you can stand. You can stand and show your actions, right?
Do they have to
some
tell
actions
the name?
You really have to stand. According to the list we have, some actions you can see. You can pick an object related to an action, related to the situation. For suppose goldfish, you pick the goldfish and you relate it to some situation, you act it out. The other person has to guess what you did, name it. Means you have to say that, and then you have to act your own. Then suppose I do stirring and I made tea. Kiriti auntie says, okay, making tea, and she does something else. And Laviru making tea, and what Kiniti auntie does, you have to name that and show your dumb charade as well. Are you getting?
Okay, I have a question. Don't they have to do the previous two acts?
Yes.
Naming?
No,
they
have to do they have to name the previous act and then do their own.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will take a lot of time.
Yeah. Okay. So naming and acting your own thing, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So
whatever the number of activities previously done, you have to name. So it's adding, it's raising the bar. You really have to remember all the actions done before, name them, and then you should be able to display your action as well. So it's like challenging more.
Okay, since we have a time constraint, we will directly go to the activity. So first is okay. I can see Tiana, Devin raising the hand, but I would like to give the chance to somebody who did not take the chance earlier. Omendri, do you want to do first? Let us know by your reaction whether you want to do or not. So anyone who did not participate in the previous round, please raise your hand if you wish to participate. Okay. So with that, we are going with Devin this time.
Okay.
T.
God.
Right. Okay, Laviri gone. Laviri gone.
Laviru.
Goldfish.
Yes, Yetuli gone.
Yetuli, your turn now. You have to name the two previous acts and add your
No,
own.
they are doing. They are going in another way. They are doing
All
it.
right.
They are
Okay.
not naming. It's okay. You
Okay.
can go on doing it. Right.
Yetuli, can you do it again?
Yeah. Who picked that? Who could identify her action? You can
Rainbow.
unmute and say. Sorry?
Rainbow.
Collecting apples.
Swimming?
Having a wash.
Is it something related to the grocery list?
Throwing a watermelon?
Oh, the watermelon.
Okay, watermelon. Okay, right.
Right.
Now, who said that answer?
Rishit.
Rishit, your turn.
Wait, I can't see. 1 minute, I'll spotlight. Risit, okay, you take your turn now. Right. You have to start from tea
You have to
making,
start from the
right?
beginning, from the first action. Who could spot that? What he did?
Eating the watermelon.
Is it from the list?
Yes, yes, yes.
Eating
I
the
could figure it
watermelon.
out.
Is
I
it the
think
dog?
it was
Sandwich.
The
Is it
goat's
correct?
milk?
Yes, very good.
Eating the watermelon.
Rishit, what's your answer? You got so many answers over here.
Yes, watermelon was one of it, and yes, sandwich is one of it too.
He added the sandwich act.
Sandwich. Right.
So, yes, correct, Tenuli. Tenuli wants to go
Now,
next now?
Tenuli, can you act? Okay.
Wait, we have to spotlight. Where is she?
Goat's milk.
Ah, okay. She added goat's milk. Who said that? Who said it?
I did.
All right.
Yetuli?
Now you have to begin from the first action.
Yetuli, did you take a turn in this
Yeah.
round? Yeah, so we'll
Yeah.
give to another
We'll give
one.
it to someone.
Who wants to go next? Tiana, did you take a turn? Second round?
No.
No? Okay, so your turn now.
Do I have to start from the start?
From the beginning.
Okay. Mm.
What did you add? Anyone guessed? I felt it as the tea bag, but we did the tea bag first, right? Was it the tea bag or something else, Tiana?
Wait, let me
Yeah,
start again.
you add another new
Start
one,
from the
right?
beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm doing the app.
So you did all the acts properly in sequence. You just have to think of what's the new one you want to
No,
add.
I already added it.
Is it Kinnati auntie?
Yes. I was copying you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. Right. Okay.
Right. That's a very difficult one to do. Okay. So
Yes, yes.
next is Lokesh. Your turn.
A watermelon?
Watermelon and sandwich?
A watermelon sandwich?
Yes.
A corn? Yeah?
Okay. Watermelon sandwich and goat milk?
Oreo?
Then corn hair sandwich?
Oreo. I got it.
Yes. Oreo. Right. So he added the Oreo.
He was eating Oreo. Who didn't act out?
Sanhita. Sanhita, your turn. Can you do the acting? Do you want to do? Yes? No? You want to pass? Or are you doing?
He's lagging, I
Yeah.
think.
Okay.
Anybody else wants to take the another chance?
Laviru, did he do?
Yes.
Yes.
You want to try again, Laviru?
We have, we have Aradhya,
Olu?
Menuka, Olu. Yeah, Olu didn't take the second chance. Are you there, Olu? Ovindu is
You're
there, Olu
muted.
is there. So, yeah, Olu's turn, right? Yeah.
I don't want to.
You didn't want
You
to.
don't want to.
But do you want to
Okay.
try this one? No? Okay.
Laviru want to try? Okay, so many hands raised up, Kiniti. I think they want to
Yes.
try. They want to
Okay.
continue.
Ovindu also did? Okay, right. So, Senaya, right? Senaya. You can go.
Anyone else wants to go for the next round? Raise your hand. Now you can see, now the objects are getting over. You can relate those objects into something else and also do so that we can relate and add to the situation.
Sandwich, tea bag, and huge watermelon?
Huge watermelon.
Now she came up to the Oreo. After Oreo, watermelon was done. Watermelon was done long back. Okay, we'll pass on to someone else now from there.
Yetuli?
Do I have to put something in the list or can I put something else?
You can put something else, but you have to follow the sequence.
All the previous acts you have to do and add the new thing. That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Dog.
Everybody
Dog.
forgot that.
Doggy.
Yes.
Doggy.
Is that a rabbit?
Dog. Dog. Dog.
Yes, we covered with that. One more thing you all missed out. I'm waiting to get that also. Yes, Tinaya, you can add that. Show it. Go
Okay.
from the sequence. Go from the beginning. Follow the sequence. You can't say. You have to show.
Okay.
Show, not tell. From the beginning. From the beginning.
Okay.
A carrot?
A dictionary.
Very
Yes.
nice.
Very nice. Dictionary. One more object. One more object. One more object you missed out. Yes, Yatuli. What is it? Say, you know what it is? You can show.
Yeah.
Show, not tell. Okay? Show.
Okay.
One more object from the list you all missed out.
Yetuli, want to go? Okay, she's doing.
Yogurt.
What is that?
A plate?
Yes. Very good. Their memory power is so good, Kiniti.
Yeah, wonderful.
Wonderful. It's
So
really
I think
wonderful.
it's time for us to, we are coming closer to the finishing, but who wants to maybe really get one more chance? We'll give
Okay,
one more
now by
chance.
now we have covered all the items in our camping package. You can add something new and all of us can guess what it is.
Can I?
Okay,
Okay.
Kiniti, you select and give the
Yes,
chance to end.
Senaya. Okay, yes, you can go. After that, Lokeshwara also raise the hand for a final thing. So after Senaya, it will be Lokeshwara and we'll see, right? Yes, Senaya.
Excuse me, do we have to do all of the acts?
Yes,
Or
yes,
that?
yes. Yes, yes.
Can we add something new?
Definitely. Now all our list is done. You have to add something new.
Okay.
A microphone?
Flower.
Smelling a
Smelling
flower.
flowers.
Smelling a
Smelling
flower.
flowers.
A
Okay, that
rose.
should come after eating the yogurt. You missed out eating yogurt. The last one was eating the
Oh, wait,
yogurt.
can I do the act again? All over again.
Okay, one more turn. After that, it's Lokeshwara and then Tiana. Okay? Okay.
I did the Oreo packet too.
Yeah,
Okay.
adding and mixing. Okay, so this next turn, good job. Next turn it will be Lokeshwara. Yes, Puta. Try to add everything, including, where are you? 1 minute. 1 minute.
Too fast.
Yeah. Including the smelling the flower thing, right? Okay, so go from the top.
A toothbrush?
Brushing his teeth.
Yes.
After smelling flowers, brushing teeth.
Brushing teeth. Okay, I can see Risit and Ovindu also. Risit and Ovindu wants to take a last turn after Tiana? No? Okay, Risit? Okay, after Tiana. Tiana, your turn now. 1 minute.
Writing.
Writing. Homework.
Writing something.
Writing something.
Okay, who was it? Risit? You want to take the next chance? Okay, I can see Tenuli also. Do you want to do Tenuli after Risit? If so, be ready and raise the hand if you want to do. Okay, 1 minute. Right, Risit, your turn.
Okay.
Okay, did Risit add a thing? No?
Did he do his act?
What did
He
he
didn't
add?
add anything. He came up to writing something.
Okay, so I think we have to stop. So
Wind up,
thank you
right?
for all the
Okay.
kids who have stayed so far. 20 minutes past our normal time.
Yeah, we went on camping and then we started with what we started after going after putting the tent.
After we put the tent, Laveru after a tea
No,
bag.
what was the sequence? Even I can remember now. First, we started with
Tea bag.
tea bag,
Dictionary.
right?
Dictionary.
We drank tea, and then fish started swimming.
Then
Then,
watermelon and
then we took the watermelon out.
and
Then
then
we ate the sandwich.
and
Then we
then
made
god's
tea
milk.
again and had a talk with Kiniti auntie's twin. Then we ate the watermelon. Then we ate Oreo. Then we ate the yogurt. Then we smelled flowers,
Then
brushed
brushed
teeth,
our teeth,
and
wrote.
wrote something. Right? So
It's
our
actually
picnic was
taking a
done.
pencil out of a pencil case.
Sorry?
It's actually taking a pen out of a pencil case.
taking the pen out of the pencil case. Okay. Okay.
Taking
Great.
a pen
So
out of the pencil case.
pen from the pencil case, right? So we did quite a lot of things in our memory. I'm so happy. Kids over here are having a very good memory power. They can relate it very well. That's something really good, Kiniti. That's what we understood from this activity. So we can relate it to it. Your mindfulness works. Really, it works. So we should be happy of that. We should be happy of what we are doing, right? Here and there, we went forgetting things, but we knew what we were doing. We forgot, we missed out, but still we came back on the track. We knew what we were doing. So that's a very positive thing. Thank you so much. Did you all enjoy this?
Yes.
Very
Yeah.
much.
Thank you so much for participating actively. Thank you, Kinti.
Okay, so thank you very much. Shall we give a big round of applause to Aruni auntie? We all enjoyed it. Right. Thank you. And with that, we will pass it to Laviru to do today's closing. Great job. Well done, kids. Okay? Right.
Thank you, Most Venerable Dhammakusala Swaminathan. As we are at the end of the program, I would like to give a brief of today's session. As usual, we started the session by talking about a meme, not to brag or anything, but I can forget what I'm doing while I'm doing it, and how it's related to mindfulness. Then we did mindful walking and sitting, read and discussed our reports with the group. I would like to thank Arunya auntie for doing today's multitask activity with us. Finally, I am taking this opportunity to thank our most venerable Thammukusala Thero, respectively, on behalf of all the mindful friends who have joined for today's session and for giving us this valuable experience about mindfulness. Have a mindful week, everyone.
And thank you very
Have a
much,
mindful
Laviru.
weekend, everyone.
Yes, for staying so
Have a
long. Have a
mindful
mindful
week,
week,
everyone.
everyone.
Mindful week, everyone. Everyone,